we love the fact that everyone knows where they were when Compton hit. When Strata Compton hit the theaters, it made a big impact, and that's kind of, I think, really what a filmmaker wants. Is like, we had a voice, we said what we said, and everyone was listening, so that was dope.
Yeah, and now you're doing one of the biggest franchises of all time.
Yeah.
I've got to ask, because these movies have become rare in franchise to become better and better and more successful every time.
Yes.
Was there like a formula, a blueprint? Because this looks very much like a Fast and Furious film.
Mm-hmm.
It looks very much in that style. It has a similar feel. Mm-hmm. Was there something that you had to follow, or did you have a little more wiggle room?
No formulas.
Really?
Yeah, the one thing I would say, I acknowledge the fact that the fans want to see fast cars. You know, they want to see cars racing and chasing and things like that. That's the only thing that I knew I had to stay true to, but take it to the next level. You know, you see one car race, you've seen them all, so how do we turn, for instance, the quarter mile into the Cuban mile, which is completely different. So I've tweaked everything in the action. Now, the storyline is much different. You're so used to seeing Dom with the family. It's the team and the mission that they're gonna go on. Now, the team is no longer together. So it's completely different. So this experience for the fans, I think, is gonna be a lot different than they expect, and I think really satisfying because of that.
I think so too. I think. Now, do you think, as a director, do you think this is where I want to go with the next film? Do you even think that? Or are you just, this is it, I got to focus on this?
That's, you're right. That's exactly how I think. This is the movie this is the story I'm trying to tell. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I want people to sit on the edge of their seats. I want them to laugh. I want them to cry. I want them to be exhilarated. And so thinking ahead too much, I think sometimes takes some of the heart and some of the that magic out of what you're making. So when you see this is holistically what I was thinking from top to bottom, and whatever comes next is what's gonna come next.
I loved how creative this got, and I didn't expect, but some of the most creative scenes for me, I'm gonna say, I don't want to spoil anything, but Statham.
Oh yeah,
That is,
that's right.
That is like
we know what this means.
Oh my, that's like
Don't say it.
Yeah, it's one
you
of
gotta
those
see
moments
it to know what he's talking about.
Gotta see it. It's, who came up with that? That was brilliant.
You know what? Chris Morgan, my writer, is brilliant. He's been on this franchise for several movies. We sat down in a room. We talked about a lot of different ideas. He came up with this one. I wish I could take credit, but I pointed cameras at it, and I think it really works.
Well, how are you gonna do? You gotta top it up. Next one, man.
I want to see how this does. Let's see where we go.